Hi everybody, it's Maureen Wong of Maureen97 Designs, and I have the third Hobonichi unboxing, as you can see by this lovely orange box. But I also have another Hobonichi product that I didn't actually order directly from Hobonichi, because you can't order it directly from Hobonichi. And so I ordered it from Etsy, from a shop called Japan Easy Shopper. And it was pretty fast. I think it took maybe a couple of weeks. It seemed to have gotten installed somewhere in the mail itself, so I don't think it was the shop itself. They sent it pretty fast. So what I'm talking about is my Rilakkuma Weeks. I am a big Rilakkuma fan, and when I saw this was posted in one of the Hobonichi Facebook groups, somebody posted the Rilakkuma Weeks, and I saw it and I just knew I had to have it. And the thing is, it's not like there's Rilakkuma on every page. Ooh, sorry for that. Ooh, loud noise. It's not like there's Rilakkuma on every page. So, you know, I mean, if there was, I would be like 100 times happier. But there's not. But there at least is on the front cover and back cover. And then I understand there's a couple of pages inside that have pictures of Rilakkuma, and it has the 2 ribbon bookmarks. I'll probably end up tying something on the bottom of that. And then, let me see, I think it might be in the back. That's just the regular dress. Oh, here's a bunch of Rilakkuma. I don't know what these are. They look like covers of stuff, I guess. Yeah, there's a few pages of little drawings and things of him. Oh, actually more than a few. Oh, this is so cute. And then into the back grid parts. So, I had a plan. Oh, I remember now. I am planning on using this as a swatch book for my coloring mediums, for like my watercolors, my fountain pens, possibly some colored pencils, whatever coloring mediums I'm planning on using in my Hobonichi. I thought it would be really helpful to actually get color swatches on the Tomoe River paper. So I'm actually going to be using this not as a planner, but as a swatch book. So how I'm going to do that is, I saw somebody do something in their cousin, Hobonichi cousin, where they did swatches in the daily pages of the cousin, and then in the index they put, you know, for let's say I have my Fudenosuke brush pens, and I swatched them out because they just got the color ones, and of course I had to get them. So let's say I swatch out the 10 colors of Fudenosuke brush pens, and then I can put, oh, I swatched those out on April 10th through 11th, or maybe just the 10th. And then so I can just put Fudenosuke brush pens, color pens. And then at the end of when I'm done swatching everything, I can have this easy index to look at. Or of course, if I really wanted to, I could always set up an index, you know, somewhere in the pages, maybe in the back grid pages or something. But I'm planning on doing swatches of my most used coloring mediums, which would be, at the present moment, I've been using my Real Color brush pens. I think do really well on the Tomoe River paper. I've been using a couple watercolor sets and some pearl paints and some jewel paints that are kind of sparkly. And so I really want to have the swatches on the Tomoe River paper, because I know it behaves a little bit differently than it does on, say, watercolor paper, or, you know, plain white paper like printer paper, or other kinds of paper that I've used for printing inserts in the past for my planners. So I think it really helps to see how it actually reacts to the paper and how it looks on the paper. And part of it is because this paper is not a super white. This, I think the Weeks is actually cream, if I'm not mistaken. This looks cream anyway. And so it can be, colors can appear a lot different on a cream colored paper rather than a white colored paper. So yeah, this is going to be my swatch book. And the reason why I'm keeping it as a swatch book and not a planner is because I just super love Rilakkuma. And so I want to make sure that I am making great use of this. And if I only used it for a year, and I paid extra for it, of course, because it's a collaboration, I'm sure they had to pay like licensing fees and whatnot. And if I paid extra for a Weeks and just used it for a year, I don't know, for me personally, I would feel like it was kind of a waste that I don't use it beyond a year. I mean, you know, for the price, using something for an entire year is not bad. But if I can get even more use out of it, you know, for several years even, that would be just super awesome. And I can pull it out every so often and enjoy the fact that it's got these cute little pictures on the covers. So if you saw my Hobonichi unboxing part 2, I had actually bought the Weeks cover on cover in anticipation of getting my Rilakkuma Weeks. So I'm gonna get that all set up and start swatching as soon as I finish my videos, because I'm really excited about this. And I'm also really excited about this. This is my third Hobonichi order, probably gonna be my last, although I was eyeing that bag that just came back into stock on the 18th. It only fits the A6, but you know what? I might have something in here. Oh, of course I have it backwards again. Why do I always put it backwards? It's so weird. So I might have something in here that would fit in that little tote bag, and I think that tote bag is really cute, so I might want to get it. So anyway, here I have the cover on cover for the A6. This is the red thread, and as soon as I saw this little doggy, I wanted to get it because I am a huge dog lover. But then when I also read the story about the red thread and what it means, I wanted it even more. And I just think the whole thing is so adorable. So I got that, and then I got this one is the, oh shoot, I forget. I'll put it down in the description what color this is. I can't remember if this is it's rose. It's called Rose or something like that, but it's got this really pretty pink on the outside and this really nice kind of minty green on the inside. So this is what I'm gonna use. These two covers I'm gonna use for my A6 Hobonichi, and of course I had to get 10 packs of the Maki Maki washi cards again, and then I got the A6 size weekly calendar for 2019, and I'm going to use this in conjunction with my 5-year journal that I got in my second haul. And what I'm going to do is use this to make an index of that 5-year journal. What I'm planning on doing is, let me take this out, and you know, I actually haven't seen any of this stuff in person. I'm brand new. If you missed it, I'm brand new to Hobonichi this year, just like a few months ago. So I haven't seen, you know, any of these products in person. So yeah, it's just got the each week on a 2-page spread. So what I was planning on doing is I'll go through the days. So like this is February 11th. I'll go through and section it off into 5 sections, and then put the year, maybe put the year on the inside of the little section, or maybe not. I'm not sure yet what's gonna fit. Or maybe I'll just put it on this side over here. There's a little bit of a margin here, so maybe I'll just put it on this side for 2019, 2020, 2021, and so on. And then I'm going to put just a few keywords or something in each little section to talk about what was going on in my A5 for that particular day of that year. And then if I'm really, really hoping I'll keep up with it. But hopefully I'll keep up with it, and at the end of the 5 years, I'll have this full index and a full A5 5-year Hobonichi. And there's going to be events in there. I mean, a lot of it's going to be probably just dreary everyday stuff that, you know, I have nothing else to write, so I write whatever I ate, or I don't know, watched on TV. But there's going to be events that happen, like birthdays and holidays and celebrations and things, and I'm going to want to look back on those. And if they're a birthday, you know, of course I know what day to look for, but let's just say it's, oh, my kid had his last day at elementary school. I might not remember exactly what day in June that was. I might know the year and that it's in June, but I wouldn't know the day. And if I had to flip through my A5, that would take me a really long time to find it. So I'm going to use this as an index for my A5. And I know it's not the same size, but I think it'll tuck nicely into the cover that I have coming for my A5. So I'll show all this stuff in use next year in 2019. Hopefully everything works out as I have it planned, and I'll get to show you how everything works. And then of course, because I got the Techo, the A6 Techo, I got the pen and bear. So that's nice. I have like 3 bears now and 2 pens. And then this one is the A6 Techo. I got the English language, just because I wanted to know what those quotes at the bottom were. And I'm actually not going to be using this as a planner either, because I'm probably going to use my A5 cousin for my planner for 2019. But what I was hoping to do with this, sorry, excuse the noise, let me take this out. Oh my goodness, it's so loud. So what I was planning on doing with this one is my daily art journal. And okay, so here's the problem. And this is where you guys can chime in if you want to give me some advice or want to, you know, give me some suggestions. I plan on doing this as an art journal, and I was hoping to do it every single day. However, I have a tiny little art journal that I made this year out of some blank Tomoe River paper, and I found that even though there's no bleed through, there's really a lot of ghosting with the coloring mediums I'm using. Plus I'm using a lot of watercolor, and I'm sort of afraid that if I watercolor on one side and then I watercolor on the other side, when I put the water on the back side, it will reactivate the color on the front and maybe make the colors mix where I don't want them to. So I was talking to my husband about it, and he and I both thought it would be best if I only draw on one side of the page. In which case, I only can fit half a year, pretty much, in this A6 Hobonichi. So now my dilemma is, do I try doing it on every page, which I suppose I could just test. I have a bunch of the blank Tomoe River paper, so I should probably do a test run. If, however, I do not like how it behaves when I color on both sides of the paper, what should I do? I really don't want to buy another Hobonichi because they're pretty pricey, and I don't need all this formatting. I kind of like the grid for my art journal in case I'm going to be drawing things where maybe I want straight lines or certain proportions or something. But I can get, you know, like a different kind of notebook. I can get the plain notebooks from the Hobonichi store, or I can get other kinds of plain notebooks. It might not have the Tomoe River paper, but it'd be a lot cheaper. So, and then I don't even know if I'm gonna be using 2 books. I don't know if I even want to use this one as an art journal, because what I wanted to do, the reason why I wanted to use it as my daily art journal is because it already has the dates. But if I'm only drawing on one side of each page, that's going to completely throw the days off anyway. So I would probably not want to use this A6 and keep it for something else or sell it, and then get either one big fat A6 notebook or a couple of skinny size notebooks for my art journal instead, and then I can just date it myself because it's not that hard. So what do you guys think? If you have any opinions or suggestions on other notebooks I can use, I can check out. I actually have a Stalogy B6 size that I'm doing some drawing in. I think the paper is kind of comparable to the Tomoe, so maybe that is an option. They're a lot cheaper. I can order it from Amazon and I don't have to pay this crazy express shipping from Japan. So yeah, I mean, if you have any suggestions or comments, or if you do watercolor on both sides of the paper and you have some pointers, please comment below with those. I would love to hear from any of you who have any experience with this. Yeah. So that's all for now. I have a couple more videos coming up that I'm going to be filming today. So if you're interested in those, you can watch for them. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.